Welcome to Port St. Lucie. This is Professor Tefero for Lesson 10 of the Belt and Road Research Guide. And the lesson we're going to concentrate on today concerns the banking and insurance industries. Banking and insurance will be very interesting in the Belt and Road because it's not what it appears to be for some companies. One would think that since China is the instigator of the Belt and Road Initiative, that the banks of China are going to prosper and the insurance companies of China are going to prosper on the Belt and Road Initiative. Well, that's not necessarily true. And there's really good, sound economic reasons for that. First of all, Chinese banks are state-owned, and their insurance companies are also state-owned. But that's not really a problem as long as they have the experience. And that's where the problem really is. The problem is that the state-owned enterprises don't have the international experience that is required for making international contracts and international deals of very high levels and amounts. So, what companies do have this experience? Well, the two leading insurance companies in the world are AXA, and they're located in France, and Prudential Life Insurance, which is located in UK. Now, as it turns out, Prudential has many offices for their insurance companies in Singapore, and they have offices in Hong Kong. What a coincidence. That's because they've had 250 years experience with both of these places. And they've had 250 years experience in international contracts, which is very appealing to Chinese businessmen who are investing millions of dollars in their ships and cargoes. So you want the best possible coverage and the best possible experience you can buy. Now, the Chinese companies may be cheaper, but you pretty much get what you pay for when it comes to insurance and banking. If you want the best banking and you want the best insurance, you're going to have to pay a little bit more. And it depends on how much risk these Chinese businessmen want to take. Some of them will be very conservative, and some of them will take that risk and go with the Chinese companies. The companies in banking are pretty much in the same situation. State-owned banks in China have a good reputation for domestic service, but outside of China, they don't have much experience. And so what banks do have great international experience. Well, the number one bank, or one of the top banks in the world for international banking, is UBS, the Bank of Switzerland. Another bank is the Bank of Singapore. And now the Bank of Singapore has 250 years experience with UK and the same situation as the insurance companies. But the real player in this one for banks is the Hong Kong Savings Bank of China, which doesn't belong to Hong Kong, it doesn't belong to China, it belongs to UK. The Hong Kong Savings Bank of China has 300 branches of UK banks in China. And so they have an immense advantage over domestic Chinese banks who have no experience in international banking and insurance. So most of the Chinese businessmen are going to go with the Hong Kong Savings Bank of China unless they really want to take a lot of risk for very little savings and money. Hong Kong Savings Bank of China is located in Singapore as well, so they have the inside track all along the way for banking. So look for British banking and insurance to make lots and lots of money in the maritime route. Next time, we'll look at some other issues of the Belt and Road. Until then, this is Professor Tefero wishing you all a happy and healthy day, and take care. Bye-bye.